The Bold and Beautiful Show 5527, VTR 129 2000.
You do understand what I'm asking you here?
Yes, I understand, but I can't believe you're saying it.
Mother, it's the only way to protect Thomas.
I want to protect him too, but you're going to actually ask your aunt to take this fall?
Look at it this way. Pam should probably already be in jail for all the stuff she's pulled on Dad, on Donna.
Please.
Mother, I am not going to let my son go to prison. I will not let that happen.
I don't like this.
We have to trust your father.
It's not his problem. It shouldn't be.
Well, at this point, we don't really have any other recourse.
Yes, we do. I could get Aunt Pam out of jail like that if I just walked into that police station.
No.
She shouldn't be in there. Have you thought about what that must be like for her? She was never that stable to begin with. This could send her over the edge.
We will give your father a chance.
To do what? To do what, Mom?
How are you holding up? Barely. I don't think I saw the squad car up front.
Rich canceled it.
Why?
He assured me that Rick is safe.
Does that mean he thinks that Pam was the one who was threatening him?
No.
I don't get it, then why would he call off security?
I wish I knew.
I have thought about this and thought about this. I've thought about nothing else since finding out that Thomas was the one that went after Rick. There's no other answer here.
Well, there has to be. You can't ask your aunt to stay in jail for something that he did.
Then how do we protect Thomas?
We do the right thing. We get the best legal representation that money can buy.
No, Mother, he can't confess. If he does that, it's attempted murder. He'll go to prison for the rest of his life.
So it's all right to ask your aunt to stay in jail for a crime she didn't commit?
Told you, I don't have any other answers here. I just know that my son cannot go to prison, Mother. He's got his whole life ahead of him.
Well, how does this end? I mean, how do we get Rick out of our lives?
I don't know. But I'm not going to let him destroy my son. Not the way he destroyed my daughter.
So are you going to tell me?
What?
Whatever it is you're holding back.
You're calling what we just did holding back?
Nice try. Something happened when you were with your parents.
Nothing
What?
worth talking about.
All right, you're going to make me figure this out by myself? Fine. Well, it wasn't a deprogramming session. Or if it was, it didn't work.
You noticed.
Your father never thought you were in danger when he dragged you out of here, did he?
No, he really thought I was.
He never would have let you come back here. Just pulling my chain and all that business of him saying that he's going to accept our relationship, that's a crock.
No, seriously. They thought whoever was trying to get you was trying.
Steffy, come on, don't defend him. It's classic Ridge. He says one thing and he does a 180.
Hey, he's concerned for my safety.
When he knew the threat was in prison, look, he thinks Pam did it. He knows Pam did it.
But it isn't.
You sound really sure about that. Steffi, hey. Do you know who it is? Do you know who's trying to kill me?
Dad doesn't have a solution to this. There is no solution.
Don't underestimate your father.
The fact is, I went after Rick, not Aunt Pam. The only way for Dad to protect me is by lying about that. All I wanted to do was rattle his cage. Scare that son of a...
Would you please just let this go?
How can I let this go? I played right into his hands, Mom. He killed my sister, seduced my mother, then my other sister. And now because of me, he's got Dad lying to the cops.
Your dad hasn't done anything like that.
Well, not yet, but what are his options? How can he get Aunt Pam out of jail without implicating me? You want to know the worst part? One way or another, I know Rick is gonna find out. If Pam's released, he'll want answers. And it all leads to me. That guy won't be satisfied until he destroys us all.
Why would Ridge call off the surveillance car? Has he canceled any of the other security?
He asked me to do that.
Well, this can only mean one thing. He obviously knows who's been threatening Rick.
I've been thinking the same thing.
Did you ask him?
He said he would explain everything when he got back, and then he left.
Where did he go?
I don't know. But I'm worried about him, Katie. It's like he has the whole world on his shoulders. He knows something. I'm almost afraid to find out what it is.
What did Steffi have to say about all this?
She was absolutely furious at Thomas. But you know, she stood by Rick like they were married.
Oh, God.
That's the way she was acting. I just thank God that she and Thomas have been close all these years.
They reached some sort of an understanding?
Well, she realizes that Thomas just did this to try and protect her. But you know what? She couldn't wait to get back to Rick.
Well, she can't tell him about this. She'll lose Tom. She realizes that, doesn't she?
Steffi, you know who's been trying to kill me. Who is it? It's your dad, isn't it?
Rick?
No, it is. It's your father. I knew it. You know, Darth Vader can't handle his daughter loving anybody but himself.
Hey,
it's
it
ridiculous.
isn't my dad.
Are you sure about that?
Why are we talking when I'm much rather be kissing?
Steffi, what if an army of bikers gets off the PCH and busts through my window and starts beating me to death with clubs?
I wouldn't worry about that.
Because you obviously know who's been trying to kill me.
You don't seem to care.
No, I don't. You know why? Because I changed the locks. So nobody's gonna barge in. Not Stephanie. Ooh, not Daddy Dearest.
No more talking.
That's a plan.
That's an order.
Okay.
She can't tell Rick. If she tells him, he'll go right to the police. I mean, Steffi does realize that, doesn't she?
Oh, Rick has far too much power over Steffi.
Oh, God. Ridge, I can't let my sister stay in jail.
Look, all the evidence against Pam is circumstantial. There's no eyewitness. There's nothing actually directly tying her to the attack on Rick.
Well, no, there can't be because she's innocent, but it's still a very strong circumstantial case.
But anybody could have planted that evidence, though. Look, I say we get Pam a great lawyer, and maybe we can somehow persuade the DA just to drop the charges.
And if that doesn't work?
I don't know. Somehow we'll get Pam out of jail. All I know is that no one can find out that Thomas did this.
Maybe you should just call Ridge and find out where he is.
No, Katie. The mood he was in when he left here, it was like he was on a mission.
What could have happened in Big Bear?
Something did. I know that much.
Still, Steffi's home. Ridge isn't freaking out.
He promised me no harm would come to my son.
Well, I think you have to trust him.
I do. I'm trying to make sense of it all.
Just can't believe the way they kidnapped Steffi.
He's paranoid about something happening to Steffi. The scars for Phoebe still run so deep.
Listen, maybe I shouldn't say anything, but
What?
you and Ridge are going to have to live with this tragedy.
I know. I'm aware of that. Probably for the rest of our lives.
Still, don't take this the wrong way, but Rick is so involved in Ridge's tragedy.
And that's where love and forgiveness come in. And Rich and I have a lot of that.
Well, it would be pretty amazing if Ridge could forgive Rick.
What choice is there? Rich and I have fought so long to have a life together. It's what we both want so much.
I know, but when there's so much to forgive, it's just hard, that's all.
Ridge is working on it every single day. Coming to terms with my son. I really believe everything's gonna work out. And I will finally be relieved once they figure out who's been threatening my son's life.
You still haven't let it go.
What?
Your anger. That isn't going to do you any good. Holding all of these negative feelings in is what caused you to lose control.
After everything that's gone down, she is still with that
Are
fool.
you listening to me, Thomas?
She still thinks she's in love with him. He's not in love with her. He's just using her like he used Phoebe and you. I bet they're together right now. Alone in that beach house, and he's...
Thomas, stop. Stop it. Please, stop it.
You know you're safe with me, right? There's nothing that we can't share. Nothing that I can't deal with.
Thank you, Carlos. But we won't be needing the security team any longer. No, I'm absolutely certain. Yeah, we'll call you if we need your help in the future. Thank you. I hope you're right about this.
I am.
So Rick's going to be safe?
Despite all the issues I would have with your son, I would never put him in danger.
Where were you just now?
Talking with Mother.
Oh, that's great. You were here for 2 minutes, and you went running over to Mom's house. I'm sure Stephanie was thrilled about that.
Logan, there's a lot going on.
Yes, I know. That's what you implied. And you said that you would explain it when you got back.
And I will.
So you know who's been threatening Rick's life? And it's not Pam, right?
No, it's not Pam.
His assailant's been arrested?
No?
I don't get it. Pam is innocent, but she's still in jail? And the person that's actually been trying to kill Rick is out there somewhere at large? How can Rick be safe? How can you even say that, Ridge? This doesn't make any sense.
Logan, the person who's been after Rick is someone we know. Someone we love. It's a member of our own family.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I told you I missed you.
How long have you gone for?
Too long.
I wonder. God forbid you're gone for like a week or a month.
I don't even want to think about that. Oh my God. God, my life has been so strange. I can't believe I'm with you. But I could not imagine my life without you.
You don't have to. Much to the chagrin of your parents and your crazy psycho brother.
Can you please not say those things?
How long was he working out for to be able to knock me out like that?
Hey, can you not talk about Thomas like that, really?
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was such a sensitive subject.
Yeah, well, he's my brother. He's done some crazy things, but I love him.
We will find a way to deal with this.
How? Dad said that too, but I don't see it.
I am your mother. You may be an adult, but you'll always be my baby. I will never let anything happen to you.
Well, you may not be able to protect me this time, and I don't want you feeling like you failed.
Stop worrying about it, because your father and I are not going to fail.
You've always made things right for me, and that's what makes this so difficult. No, I didn't intend to hurt Rick, but I sure as heck didn't want to hurt you or Dad. You know, this trouble I'm in, before it's over, I'm afraid it's going to hurt the two of you real bad. And after everything you've gone through with Phoebe and Steffy, I don't want that.
Listen to me. Listen. There is absolutely nothing you could ever do that would change the fact that I love you. You're my number one man in my life, okay? And I want you to remember I am always here for you.
Logan, I want you to try and be objective about what I'm about to tell you. Your son has done a lot of bad things to people in our family. Things that have made him a lot of enemies.
Still, it doesn't justify threatening his life.
No, it doesn't. But people can be pushed to their limit. Rick has definitely done that.
Now it sounds like you are justifying it.
To be honest, Brooke, Rick was never really seriously in danger.
How can you say that? His house was set on fire and his car was blown up.
It was a small fire, and he was not really even close to the car when it exploded.
Thank God, that was fortunate. But I'm sure it wasn't the intention.
Brooke, the person who did this never intended to hurt Rick. He was just trying to send your son a message.
A message. If Rick had fallen asleep that night, he would have burned to death. And the car bomb? I will never believe that that was just a wake-up call. This person is evil, and they're vicious, and they're gonna pay for what they've done. I'm gonna see to that.
Look, if someone wanted to kill Rick, he would be dead. He wasn't exactly a moving target, Brooke.
Oh my God. Now it sounds like you're defending the assailant. How can you do this, Ridge? This is my son we're talking about. A little boy that I loved and that I raised, and you're acting like it's no big deal.
I completely understand. I have a son of my own. Taylor and I have a son.
Yes, I know you have a son, Thomas, that you love very much, but we're not talking about him right now.
Yes, we are. That's exactly who we're talking about. Thomas.
Oh my God. Thomas. Thomas is the one who was doing these things to Rick.